Hey everybody, Jonathan Cummings here from the Troubadour's Journey, and today on this video I want to talk about three things. I had my first radiation treatment today, and I had my first chemotherapy treatment today, and I also want to talk about this company here, which is where I just got my medical marijuana card from. A great experience, and we're going to talk a little bit about this here as well.
Don't you die with your songs telling you just sing with
me. I'm going to talk about the benefit concert, which was absolutely the greatest day of my life, and I want to talk about that on another video because I've got footage and all that. I still have not gotten any teeth yet from all of my teeth being extracted. And I've had a couple of friends say, "You're not really doing YouTube videos without any teeth, are you?" And I'm like, yes I am, because as I have stated before, it is my intention to create this particular series of videos, this particular set list, or video list, what do you call it on YouTube, playlist, specifically for people who are going to go through radiation and chemotherapy, don't know what to expect, or apprehensive, because I know I'm apprehensive. The information from the benefit concert is going to be on this playlist. And it's probably going to be on another playlist too, my live performance playlist, or whatever playlists are on my YouTube channel. But today's video, I just want to focus on those three things. So to start off with, before you get radiation, on your preliminary visit, after you've gone through all of the checks and balances and things, they bring you into the office. Hey Jake. They bring you into the office and they build for you a facial mask. Jake, calm down, buddy. It's okay. You're okay. And it's like a mesh. I got to let my cat out, because if I don't, he's never going to let me rest. Hold on a second. They have this white, looks like a mesh, and they get it warm or put it in water or something, and they press it against your face so that it makes a perfect mold of your face. Now, I know there are people who are claustrophobic and this kind of thing. This is like a mesh. It's full of holes. So there's nothing really there. It's just a thing that they make. And once that's ready, then they call you in for your first visit. Now, I did the radiation this morning at 8 o'clock, and the radiation was fairly easy. It just takes 15 minutes. You go in there, you lay down on a table. They put your mask over your face, and they have a way of fastening it down somehow. I can't see what they're doing. But basically it puts you in a situation where you cannot move. Your head is completely isolated. And then they put you in a thing that's like a CAT scan machine, only it has these two mechanisms that go around you. And if you're able to look at the reflection, you can see that right here in your neck, that right over your larynx, right over your Adam's apple, there's a perfect cross of a blue greenish line. And I guess that's how they line up. That's how they calibrate what they want to do. And this thing turns and it goes beep for a couple of seconds, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 seconds. Then it turns a little bit more and it beeps, and then it turns a little bit more and it beeps, and that you don't feel anything. You don't feel anything, and that's the end of it. Once that's done, you get out. You don't feel nothing, and the doctors will tell you that just like everything else, the effects of this radiation is accumulative. I have to have 35 of these treatments over a 7-week period. So 5 hits a week. Now, it started on Wednesday, so it's going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, And then when I get to the last week, apparently it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. But they had to adjust it like that because they were under the impression that my chemo started Monday. My chemo started Wednesday. I thought, okay, my chemo is starting Wednesday. My radiation is starting on Monday of the week. No, they said they both have to start on the same day. So that's why my radiation was pushed to Wednesday to coincide with the exact day that I was starting the chemotherapy. So that was it with the radiation. You're basically in and out. If you're like me and you have some kind of insurance, the co-pays for me are $75 a visit. So that adds up to just under $3,000 for just my co-pays for the radiation. So part two, you know, and talking about the co-pays and everything, I am going to put a link below the video to my GoFundMe page, and the drop-down link. You'll notice that I'm about halfway to my goal that I want to make. And just like I said at the concert 2 Mondays ago, there were so many people performing. There were musicians that flew in from New York, from Los Angeles. It was like this amazing thing. And they wanted me to have the last words of the show. And I said, this is not about me. And people chuckled because, you know, it is about me because I'm the one who has the cancer. But so it is about me. But it's also, what it's really about, in my mind, is what a community of people can do when they come together and rally behind something such as cancer or whatever it is. And it just so happens to be that I'm the one with the cancer. But we raised enough money on Monday night to take a huge dent out of the accumulating medical bills that are just going to, you know, go on forever here. Hopefully not, but just a huge dent out of that. But I still haven't reached my goal. My GoFundMe page is in the drop-down menu below this video. And if I post this video on Facebook, which I probably will, I'll put it there too, etc. So part two is the chemotherapy. Now, this is the part that gets a little, it was a 4-hour, it was a little over 4 hours for the chemotherapy. So you go there, you log in, you sign in with the receptionist, just like you do at any other doctor. And you want to bring with you a tote bag with snacks. I brought a banana, I bought some cheese crackers, I brought a water because you're going to be there for a while. I brought my my new e-ink books device to read. I'm actually reading something, taking notes on something. If you have an iPhone, an iPad or something, you know, you're going to want to bring that. They have free Wi-Fi there, of course. My facility did. I'm sure every facility does, because there's people that are there for 4 hours at a whack. And now I have my port that was installed, you know, I don't know, less than a week ago. And it goes up into your jugular vein, and it goes down into your, I don't know how they do it. I'm not a medical doctor, but this is easier than having them go into your veins, because chemotherapy going into your veins can burn the veins, and they have to fish for a vein every time you go in there. So get the port. I understand some people decide to have the port in forever. I'm like, why would I want to do that, man? I'm 57 years old. This is the first health situations I've had in 20 years. I'm not gonna have to go in and get this flushed out every 6 weeks just so I can have it in, just in case I go to the hospital one day. They won't have to fish for a vein. That doesn't make sense to me. Didn't make sense to the main doctor either. The nurses were trying to talk me into it, but the main doctor's like, no. When you're done, you have your final CAT scan. When the cancer's gone, we pull that thing out and you don't have to worry about it. That's what I'm gonna do. But it makes things very convenient. Now, I didn't do this, so I'm suggesting that you do it. When I got there, the nurse said, did you get the cream? I'm like, what cream? She goes, well, there's a cream that we prescribe. You rub it on your port area, and then you just put a piece of cellophane over the top of it, so that when you get here, this area is numb, and you don't feel anything. I'm like, well, I didn't do that, so go ahead and do it. Now, I have a fairly high pain tolerance, so yeah, you know, ouch, whatever. But if you don't like pain, if you don't like that kind of thing, I would suggest that you do it, get the little numbing cream. You know, they go in, they put the thing in. Now once they put the thing in, they hook you up to an IV that anytime you have to go to the bathroom, you don't have to ask anybody, you just get up and walk to the bathroom with your little IV rolling thing. The chairs are all like recliners. They're like partial recliners. Your feet go up, your head won't go all the way back like a normal recliner, but it goes back far enough that you can sit there, be comfortable, either watch TV, talk to the other cancer patients, which I did, and you know, do some work or read or do some homework or listen to whatever. So the first big bag that they give you in your IV is not the chemotherapy. It's anti-nausea medication. It's a bunch of stuff that they want to give you before they give you the chemotherapy. I mean, this technology has really advanced since 20 years ago. So they give you all that, and then they give you another bag of fluids, right? So that's the first hour. Then the second hour, they give you another bag of fluids and another bag of fluids, and all of this is really preparing your body to take on the chemotherapy. In my case, it's the cisplatin, which is the type of chemotherapy they give for HPV throat cancer. So on the third hour that you're there, you're finally getting the cisplatin. And I thought that it would be some black colored gruel that goes into your body and kills the cancer, but no, it's just another clear liquid. It's very interesting. So the third hour is when they're running the cisplatin. And then once after that, then the fourth hour, they're running through all kinds of electrolytes that are necessary for cell homeostasis. This is all just a part of the after thing they want to do. Oh, one of those bags is something to prepare your kidneys before they give you the chemo, because your kidneys have to be prepared so that they're not damaged by the chemotherapy. Once it's over, they pull the thing out, you sign a few paperwork, you're gone. Now, through this entire experience, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel, you know, I got up, walked around, went to the bathroom, talking to people, had part of a banana, had some crackers, did some work, and I didn't really feel anything, because just like the radiation, the effects are going to be accumulative. They're saying probably by your third hit of chemotherapy, I have to have 7. By the third hit of chemotherapy, they're saying you're going to start to feel the effects. Probably. Everyone is different. And so, you know, everyone is different. But that was the chemo experience. I can't think of anything else that I should say. On my way home, I did feel a little woozy, I guess. Just like, you know, it seemed like I wasn't totally 100%. Maybe I was 99.8% or something on the way home. I got home, you know, was starving, had some soup, had some cornbread, had some other stuff. They say that when you're going through chemotherapy, they just want you to just live your life as normal as you can until you get side effects that prevent you from doing things. But so that's what I'm planning on doing. So that was the chemotherapy. After the chemotherapy, I went and I saw this group of doctors, which again, I recommend these guys because it was a really, really great experience. Miracle Leaf in Port St. Lucie. And and they're affiliated with this. I'm going to leave this on here for a second. You can pause the video. But I'm going to put a link to this YouTube channel on this video as well, so you can get a load of what's going on here. Because this is, like I said, I had a medical marijuana card before and I let it expire. The experience was not very good. You know, one of the things that medical marijuana does is it stops tinnitus. I don't know why it does that, but I have like bad tinnitus, and certain strains, it's very strain specific, will stop your tinnitus. Also, I have a condition called preventricular heart contractions, It's nothing that anybody should ever worry about, ever, because it happens. It's harmless, completely harmless. But medical marijuana also stops those preventricle contractions from happening. But now I'm getting into some different types of marijuana, because what I specifically want is something that's going to help me get my appetite back, which cannabis does, and also help with any kind of nausea and stuff that I've been experiencing. Now, they give you these pills. I don't have them with me, but they're basically Zofran, which is what they put in your IV to, you know, as a prophylaxis to help with nausea, you know, after you have surgery, for example. But these are little pills. And what I have learned, now I don't know this from experience, but I'm learning it from the doctors that I've talked to. The moment you feel nauseous, dissolve one of those. You know, I think they're supposed to be dissolved on your tongue. Take one of those. Don't wait. You know, it's like you know, if you're on a cruise and you're going, man, I'm feeling a little seasick, I think I'll take some Dramamine. Well, it's too late. You know, and this is the same way. You don't want to go, well, maybe it'll go away in a few minutes. You don't want to do that, and you don't want to go, maybe it's not the chemotherapy. Maybe it was that whatever I just ate 10 minutes ago. Don't give it the benefit of the doubt. That's not what I'm going to do. If and when I start to feel nauseous, I'm going to take one of the Zofran pills right away to help with that. I'm not going to second guess it. I'm not going to wait. Make sure you do that. I also have a load of pills for dry mouth, because as the radiation moves forward, there's going to be inability to produce saliva. It's going to be very sore. My throat's going to be very sore. All of those things are going to be happening. So I'm going to take those medications as I need them as well. So I didn't want this video to go that long, but I guess there's a lot to talk about. Remember, don't die with your song still in you. Please like this video. Please subscribe to this channel. Like I said, my GoFundMe page is down below, and I'd love to hear from you. You know, please leave a comment. It can be about music. It can be about me performing somewhere, you know, with Terry Barber or something, or it can be about me performing locally, or it can be about cancer and chemo. And I'm here to help you moving forward if you have to go through this. Most common type of cancer in men my age, human papillomavirus throat cancer. Everybody's getting it. It's the in thing. So I know a lot of people might want to watch these videos. That's it for me. Thank you so much. Don't die with your song still in you, and I will see you in the next